Signs you might have anxiety, a comprehensive guide. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the signs of anxiety. You know that feeling, right? That knot in your stomach before a big presentation, or the restlessness that keeps you up at night. Anxiety isn't always obvious. Sometimes it hides behind seemingly unrelated symptoms. We're going to explore the telltale signs of anxiety, from the mental and emotional to the physical. By understanding these signs, you'll be better equipped to recognize them in yourself and others. Persistent worrying. Your mind won't stop racing. Let's talk about worry. It's something we all experience, but for some, it can become overwhelming. We all worry sometimes, right? It's a normal part of life. Worrying can even be helpful, prompting us to take action or avoid danger. But when does it cross the line into something more serious? When does it start to interfere with your daily life and well-being? If you're dealing with anxiety, that worry can feel constant, like a broken record player stuck on repeat. It can keep you up at night, making it hard to focus during the day. Imagine trying to enjoy a nice dinner with friends, but in the back of your mind, you're bombarded with thoughts about work deadlines, bills, or that embarrassing thing you said 5 years ago. It's like a cloud hanging over you, no matter where you are. This persistent worrying can be utterly exhausting, draining your energy and stealing your joy. It can make you feel constantly tired and emotionally drained. Often, the worries are about things that are unlikely to happen or are completely out of your control. These thoughts can spiral, making you feel even more anxious. Anxiety thrives on uncertainty, creating a vicious cycle. The more you worry, the more anxious you become, and the more anxious you become, the more you worry. Recognize that these worries are a symptom of anxiety, not reality. Understanding this can be the first step towards breaking the cycle. We'll explore some practical strategies to manage these worries and regain control of your thoughts. Techniques like mindfulness, journaling, and professional therapy can make a significant difference. Difficulty concentrating. Focus? What focus? It's a common struggle that many people face daily. Ever feel like your brain is stuck in a fog? Like no matter how hard you try, you just can't clear your mind? Like you're trying to focus on a task but your thoughts are scattered? It's as if your mind is a jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. When you're anxious, your mind is preoccupied with worries and fears, leaving little room for anything else. Anxiety can be a relentless thief of focus. This lack of concentration can be incredibly frustrating, affecting your work, relationships, and self-esteem. It can make you feel like you're constantly falling behind. You might find yourself rereading the same paragraph over and over again, unable to absorb the information, struggling to follow a conversation, missing key points and feeling disconnected from those around you, or blanking out during important meetings, which can be particularly embarrassing and stressful. It's like your brain is stuck in neutral, unable to shift gears. You want to move forward, but something is holding you back. The good news is that there are ways to improve your concentration and quiet those anxious thoughts. Techniques like meditation and focused breathing can help. Many people with anxiety experience difficulty concentrating, and with the right tools and support, you can regain control of your focus. It's a journey, but one worth taking. Feeling restless or tense. Your body's on high alert. Anxiety isn't just a mental game, it's a full-body experience. One of the most common physical symptoms is a constant feeling of restlessness or tension. It's like your body's stuck in overdrive even when you're trying to relax. This state of alertness can manifest in muscle tension, especially in your shoulders, neck, and back. You might feel restless, like you need to keep moving, even if you're physically tired. Over time, this chronic tension can take a toll on your physical and emotional well-being. We'll explore some effective techniques to calm your nervous system and release muscle tension. Remember, you deserve to feel relaxed and at ease. Heart palpitations. Your heart's racing, but why? Have you ever felt your heart suddenly pound in your chest, seemingly out of nowhere? Like it's skipping a beat or racing ahead without you? These heart palpitations are often triggered by a surge of adrenaline, your body's fight-or-flight response kicking in. With anxiety, that adrenaline rush isn't always justified by a real threat. It can be triggered by stress, worry, or even just an anxious thought. In most cases, heart palpitations caused by anxiety are harmless. They're simply your body's exaggerated response to stress. However, it's always a good idea to rule out any underlying medical conditions with your doctor. Sweating. Why am I always breaking a sweat? Sweating is a natural bodily function, right? It helps regulate our temperature. But what about when you're sweating buckets, even when it's not hot? That's anxiety rearing its sweaty head. Excessive sweating, especially in stressful situations, is a common symptom of anxiety. When you're anxious, your sympathetic nervous system kicks into gear, releasing adrenaline and other stress hormones. These hormones stimulate your sweat glands, leading to sweat. While sweating itself isn't harmful, it can be embarrassing and uncomfortable, adding to your anxiety. We'll explore some strategies to manage excessive sweating, from lifestyle changes to relaxation techniques. Trouble sleeping, tossing, turning, and staring at the ceiling. We all know how important sleep is for our physical and mental health. But for people with anxiety, sleep can feel like an elusive dream. Trouble sleeping, whether it's difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or both, is a hallmark of anxiety. When you're anxious, your body is in a heightened state of alertness, making it difficult to relax and drift off to sleep. Lack of sleep can actually worsen anxiety symptoms, creating a vicious cycle. We'll explore some effective strategies to improve your sleep hygiene and create a calming bedtime routine. Remember, a good night's sleep is within your reach. Feeling weak or tired? Anxiety is draining your batteries. Have you ever felt utterly exhausted, even after a full night's sleep? Like your energy reserves are completely depleted? Chronic anxiety can take a toll on your energy levels, leaving you feeling constantly fatigued and weak. It's like your body is stuck in a perpetual state of fight or flight, even when there's no real danger present. This constant state of alertness can be exhausting, both physically and mentally. By managing your anxiety, you can regain control of your energy levels and start feeling more like yourself again. We'll explore some effective strategies to combat anxiety-related fatigue, from lifestyle changes to relaxation techniques. Indecisiveness and fear of making the wrong decision. Analysis paralysis strikes again. Ever feel paralyzed by indecision, even when faced with seemingly simple choices? Like ordering food at a restaurant becomes an existential crisis. When you're anxious, your brain is wired to focus on potential threats and worst-case scenarios. This means that even small decisions can feel overwhelming, as your mind races through all the things that could go wrong. The more you overthink and analyze, the more anxious you become, leading to a vicious cycle of indecision. By understanding how anxiety affects your decision-making process, you can develop strategies to overcome indecisiveness and make choices with more confidence. Consuming excessive amounts of sugar and processed foods, stress eating, and the anxiety cycle. We all have our go-to comfort foods, right? Those delicious snacks that seem to offer a moment of relief from the pressures of daily life. Those sugary treats and processed snacks that seem to call our names when we're feeling stressed. It's almost like they have a magnetic pull. When you're anxious, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which can increase your appetite, especially for sugary, fatty, and salty foods. This is your body's way of trying to cope with the stress. These foods trigger the release of dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter, which can temporarily alleviate anxiety symptoms. It's a quick fix that feels good in the moment, but consuming excessive amounts of sugar and processed foods can actually worsen anxiety in the long run. The temporary relief is followed by a crash, leading to more stress and anxiety. By understanding this connection, you can break free from the cycle and make healthier food choices that support your mental well-being. It's about finding balance and making mindful decisions. We'll explore some strategies to manage stress eating and promote a balanced diet. These strategies can help you maintain a healthier lifestyle and improve your overall mental health. Inability to relax. Your mind and body need a break. In today's fast-paced world, relaxation often feels like a luxury. But what if you find it impossible to unwind, quiet your mind, and just be present in the moment? That's anxiety making it difficult to relax. When you're anxious, your sympathetic nervous system is in overdrive, keeping you in a heightened state of alertness. This inability to relax can manifest in different ways, such as restlessness, racing thoughts, and physical tension. Relaxation is a skill that can be learned and cultivated with practice. By incorporating relaxation techniques into your daily routine, you can train your body and mind to unwind, reduce anxiety, and find a sense of peace. Finding help and support for anxiety. We've covered a lot of ground today, from persistent worrying and difficulty concentrating to heart palpitations, sweating, and trouble sleeping. If you recognize any of these signs in yourself or someone you know, it's important to seek help. Anxiety is manageable with the right support and treatment. Millions of people experience anxiety, and there are effective treatments available, from therapy and medication to lifestyle changes and relaxation techniques. Don't hesitate to reach out to a mental health professional for guidance and support.